Welcome to Bold with Joana. I am so excited because this is the new playlist, Untold. Let's dive into untold stories, legends and history from Africa. So get comfortable because this episode is going to set the stage for our journey into my roots, the Benin Empire, and its mythology and its profound connection to the rest of the world. So I have been working on research. I didn't even know I loved history because I literally did not listen in school. We barely had this history, so we were more Shakespeare, so I was not really interested. But now I'm so excited, amazed about all the things that I am learning. So as I learn, I will share. So this episode is setting the stage so that we know what we're talking about. And when I say Benin, that's where I was born, my roots. Benin Empire today is now a Edo state that's located in Nigeria, West Africa. I'm not talking about Benin Republic, Benin, the country. So on one of my visits back to Benin, I went to a gallery and I met Mr. Chris. He's the gallery manager and a very passionate historian. So I wanted to know what our mythology or our special people origination story is. If you think you knew history, think again, because now the lion can write.
The kings of Benin are called Ogiso. In other words, Ogiso, the king that came from the sky. The foundation of this great kingdom started right from the origin of the earth.
Like many origin stories, everyone wants to be special. They want to have the supreme being send an exceptional child to establish their land. So we, from Benin, we have our tale.
The original founder of the great kingdom was called Idu. Idu was the last born of Osanogwa Nogodwa, the God Almighty.
If you care about trying to pronounce this Edo language which means God Almighty, let's do it. Osanogwa Nogodwa. If you're a Benin person and you think that I did not pronounce it well, pronounce it in the comments.
In fact, when he was desirous of sending someone down to this earth to found the great Benin kingdom, he presented some special gifts. He presented wealth, he presented prosperity, and some flamboyant gifts. And one of such was a snail shell. In the snail shell, they had sand inside. And with the help of Ongongo, a bird in Benin, Idu had the cancer that if he had to choose, he must choose the snail shell and not the flamboyant things. And so when it was time to begin to choose, the other brothers, they all picked the flamboyant things, the fanciful things. When it was the turn of Idu, he actually acceded to the advice given to him by Ongongo the bird. He went straight and picked up the snail shell.
So when he talked about those birds, I was like, I need to go and find out which bird is this. Was it an African paradise flycatcher or the gray hornbill, or was it perhaps the fish eagle, the African fish eagle bird? I don't know, or was another bird, I don't know. And this bird guided Idu, that's the last born of God. I don't know how many children God has. I used to think it was like 8 billion right now, but anyway, the last born of the 4 sons of God. Why is it just sons? Anyway, okay, back to history. The last born of God, Idu, had a profound advice from this bird, telling him not to choose the flamboyant wealth. If some people in Benin now hear this, they'll be like, why did let us kill all the birds. Oh, sorry. But why did the bird not know that they should be taking some flamboyant stuff? Probably there were choices to take money, cryptocurrency for the future, Weapons, I know the people that chose weapons, magazine gun. We're going to come to that in another episode. The bird urged Idu to choose something unexpected, a simple shell. Now, out of the shell came the 2 million people now living there, but no, joke.
And then when he looked at the snail shell, he didn't have any other option. He saw the sand and he lowered it. And all of a sudden there was a land. And so that marks the existence of the great Igodo Mikodo. Igodo Mikodo.
And Idu chose the shell. And this decision changed everything. But a shell is just probably like this. He descended from the sky and landed on, okay, there was no land, so it was water. Could he swim? I don't know. But anyway, he turned the shell and lots of sand poured out, and there was vast land forming the land that we know today, the former Benin Empire, now Edo State. Some historians argue that the Benin people migrated from Egypt, right? But legend tells a different tale. I think there's always like a moral in legends, in myths, in stories. So I'm still trying to figure out what the moral here is. So I'm trying to figure out what the moral here is. Share your comments beneath. Maybe I'm missing something out. Oh, I think I know. The moral in this story, I know what it is. Land, because when Idu came down with this rope, chain-like rope, then he had the shell in the hand. I don't know how big the shell is, maybe like this, to be able to fill the land. No, I don't know. This is magic. So he has the shell, and then he turns it, and sand pours out, filling the vast space, and there was land, and there were the Benin people. So the moral here is, when you choose sustainability, choose land, because land is wealth actually, because this is actually going to, oh my God, this reminds me now of the issues that is going on in Africa right now. When you look at the developments now that's been happening in Africa, you will see how the land is being taken away. So who owns the land? Who owns the land owns the wealth. We're going to come into that in other episodes. So there is actually a moral here. You do knew this a long time ago. But well, maybe that's not the moral. I don't know. But if you've got some morals, share it beneath.
Ogiso simply means the king that came from the sky. Before Christ came BC, when it was founded, it's not certain. But there is the belief that the first Ogiso that ruled his name was Igodo. And so the land itself was called Igodo Mikodo. The Benin Kingdom has spanned 2 dynasties. We have the first dynasty and then the second dynasty. The first Ogiso down to the 31st marked the first dynasty.
Okay, so God Almighty chose his youngest son, guided by divine bird. Idu selected humbly the shell instead of material riches, descended from the sky. So that whole concept about descending from the sky is actually tied to the concept of the first dynasty's kings. So the kings are called Ogiso. So this is going to be like the foundation for lots of exploration about the Benin Empire that we're going to go on this journey. Ogisos meaning kings from the sky. So the second dynasty of the Benin Empire began around 1200 AD, and that marked a new era of power and influence. And fast forward to a few centuries later, the English monarchy, the Queen, realized that this empire, the Benin Empire, actually called Igodomikodo, something else for you to pronounce, good, had something that was very crucial for the Industrial Revolution. But that's another episode. I can't wait to dig deeper into these stories and share them with you. And join me on this exciting journey into researching my roots and creating several episodes, sharing them with you of untold stories, legend, history. I love the facts as well, just as you do, so I'm going to be searching for them. Let's grow this community together, and you know how to do it. Very free. I really ask of you, subscribe. You can share, but don't forget to turn on that notification button, otherwise you will know when I drop the next chapter. And this is a journey. We're going to be learning this together. So if you want to really stay on top of the game here and know what's happening, I have a newsletter just curated for you. Once every 2 weeks, you can go over to our website, boldwithjoe.com, and subscribe to the newsletter. So till the next session of Untold, bye.